Yes, Joseph with his first ever forward loop. I mean, that's pretty solid for your first ever forward, and captured it from the jet ski and having the friends supporting you. Listen to the cheer. Man, that's just epic. He said he spent 2 days smashing himself, absolutely smashing himself. And then the one he got, like I said, the jet ski was there and he was loving it, absolutely loving it. And he's got some tips for you guys at home. Yes, he says, you got to send it. Yes. He says, just send it. Forget technique. Just get yourself round. You can work on technique later. I'd kind of go with that sometimes. If you've got the cojones and you want to give it some, you know, you've got to have a little bit of technique, but commitment, getting that hand back, he says, and just pulling harder than you think, much harder than you think, he said. And that was what finally got him round, and now he's working on technique. So there you go. And who'd have thought? Tunisia, look at the place. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? Pretty sweet. Okay, so from Tunisia, which looks pretty sweet, we're going to go to Sweden. Yes, Sweden. Check out these pictures. Man, that looks absolutely meaty. Meat feast right there. That's Sweden. I did say Sweden. Look at the Ninja Turtle. I looked at the caption on this. The Ninja Turtle, man, that is a chunky monkey. Look at it. Whoa. You wouldn't want to get caught from that. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. That's Sweden. Absolutely crazy they get conditions like that up there. Who knew? Who knew? Absolutely going off. I actually saw this picture from R.C. Olsen in Denmark, and I think he must have been looking at a few this week. Yeah, that's the look of, there's a big one coming. There's a big one coming. We might have to use that as a GIF. Maybe he's going to pop up. R.C. Olsen might pop up in a few of these. And if you haven't been staying tuned to the channel this week, you wouldn't have watched the whole podcast. Or maybe you did. Maybe thought 2 hours is too long. But I'm going to show you this clip because this is chunky. Yeah, this is Brighton Shore Break. We had Nick Baker on the podcast telling some amazing stories. If you've never listened to a podcast and you maybe think, what's the first one to listen to? Just check out Baker's one. There's some great stories in there, and Brighton is in there. Just look at that. That is nasty. I think he talks about, you know, Donkerbeck not getting out, Bringdale not getting out, and the locals getting out. So, you know, Brighton Shore Break has to be brought up. And talking of shore break, check out this from Italy. Yeah, this is Andrea Fancini. Oh my God. And he goes over that first week thinking, oh, that was close. And then, oh my God, he gets wiped. Absolutely wiped. Just check out the speed that gear gets smacked down. Mate, that's his local beach apparently, and that is the death bowl of death bowls. He just bails out the side. He knows it's coming. That's like a silt shore break. Oh, nasty, man, nasty. We also got sent this from, I think it's Alessio, or he sent me the video. It looks like Italy, or maybe sounds like Italy. Check out this thing. Yeah, coming down the line, you can see it balling up, doubling, and then, oh, he gets away with it, but his rig does the ghosty down the line. It's lucky it doesn't come out in front, or that could have got smacked. That could have got smacked. So there's been some freaking solid shore break action. Oh, actually, thinking of shore break action, I got sent this from Tenerife. Yeah, this was sent in from Martin, and this is the other side of the beach from Medano. I think it's a nudist beach, isn't it? Isn't it a gay nudist? I don't know. But anyway, Martin's sailing there. He's not nude, but that looks pretty solid. You're thinking, did he hit anything like that? Did he hit the shore break? He did. He did. There's a few goiter shots in there. And he said he survived to tell the tale, no broken gear. Impressive stuff, mate. Impressive stuff. And we're going to go from killer shore break to this next one. And this is from New York, Long Island. Oh, yeah. This is Mateus. Yeah, throwing down the rockets on his 4.8. That's a hell of a swell for New York, isn't it? It's a hell of a swell. There's a few flat landings in there, mate. And he's a German living over there. And he said, if you give a shout out to his German connection, which I think is the Rider Connection crew, they'd all chip in some beer money. But I'm not one to be bribed, so you wouldn't catch me doing a shout out just to get beer money. Okay, maybe you would. Maybe you would. But that's pretty solid conditions in New York. Mark Paré, we got to talk about him. Obviously up and coming, maybe future world champ. He's been around. He's in Denmark. He's been home to Costa Brava. And I actually got a message from David, who was sailing at the beach when Victor and Mark Paré was sailing. So they've had some good days at home. But David sent me some sends of himself. And this one caught my eye. Check out the Lazy Susan. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure it was meant, but he nearly gets that board 360. There was also a pretty savage jibe on the inside where he kind of loses it. Yeah, nasty, nasty. And like I said, that's kind of Mark Paré's local beach, but Mark Paré's been travelling and he's been up to France, yeah, Caro, which is, you know, around Thomas Traversa area. And I saw a video from him online, but the video is amazing. I'm going to come to that in a minute, but just check out the tunes. Jungle is massive. Yeah, I need to get my decks out. Jungle is massive. Yeah. Jungle is massive. Jungle is definitely massive for Mark Paré. But how's the clip, man? How's that 360? At one point, you're like, he's done. He's totally done. He's gone. And then somehow comes back up from the depths. Yeah, that's impressive stuff. I also saw a late hit from Paré as well. Looking on good form, man. Looking on good form. We've obviously got to talk about Cape Town as well, because Cape Town is kind of hot topic at the moment because a lot of us go there for the winter, and with all the lockdowns and all the COVID stuff, it's going to be very difficult to go this year. But what does that mean for the local boys? I'll tell you what it means. It means you get some absolutely empty, solid sessions. Check out these pictures from Marlene she put on last week. Yeah, man, absolutely solid. There's a massive rocket, I think, or big old jump from Ivan in there. And I think it's Hans on the Nash who's just going all over it. Some absolutely sick shots. Obviously, Thomas is over there doing his big old aerials. They're having an amazing time. I actually saw Hans, I think, attack a kitesurfer. Well, I say attack. He kind of photobombs it with the aerial. I'd love to see the next shot in that sequence, but definitely going for it. And is it Pierre? I saw him maybe bailing out. Yeah, maybe bailing out. I'm sure he could have featured in Spot the Bail. Hang on a minute. Did someone say Spot the Bail? Yes, it's back for another week. Well, I didn't really get any good bail sent to me, so I've picked another one offline. And online, I should say, from on the line, on the internet, that's it. And it is, again, Yentl Cares. Yes, we've got Yentl Cares again. I will tell you the winner of last week's Spot the Bail at the end, and they will win this. A hoodie from Surla. Yeah, Nico Preen's towel hoodie. It's a pretty nice bit of kit. Really good when you're off and on the water. Gets you nice and dry. But the winner of that I'll announce at the end, and they will get themselves a lovely hoodie. We had one giveaway last week, so giving out the prizes, Nico Preen. He also gave away a board and a sail this week on his channel. Fair play. I'm only giving away hats. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, let's get into it. Spot the Bail this week. Yentl Cares in Silver Planner. That's your shot, yeah. If you want to join in, you've got to be a member to win a hat. And if you're not, you can just play for fun. So, without further ado, is it number one? Okay, that's pretty high. I mean, Yentl Cares goes high, but does he go that high? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Is it number two? Oh, that one. I tell you what, it could be number two. I don't think it's ever been number two, so it probably won't be number two, but it looks right. Is it number three? No, surely that's too low. He goes massive. That's too low for Yentl. Or maybe not. It could be number four. Okay, it's quite far forward. How could he have got that far forward? Surely not. But it could be number five. Yeah, that looks right. Five. I would go with five. If it was me playing at home, I'd go with number five. Or it could be number six. Well, I take it back. It's number 6. It's definitely number 6. Put 6 in the comments. Put member if you remember, and you'll win yourself a hat, surely. Or there's one more left. It could be number 7. Yeah, that's a bit far out. It can't be number 7. It's definitely not number 7. Or is it? So there you go. That's the Spot the Bail for this week. If you want to get the chance of winning a hat and you remember, put the number of bail you think it is. That's your options. Like I said, number and the member, and you will be in the chance of winning a hat next week. And we've got some new ones coming. This is one of the styles I've gone with. This is the Rapper Trucker or something like that. What do you reckon? So I reckon it's all right. I haven't picked the colours yet, but I think the style's good. The style's good. Okay. Also, you've got to remember, if you've got any bails, send them to me. They need to be clean. I did get sent this one. Yeah, this was from Greece, and it's an amazing bail, but very hard to Photoshop that bail. There was a couple, actually. Yeah, they're fripping solid, but I can't use them. There needs to be kind of a clean section to make it hard for you guys to guess at home. So send your bails in, or send your kooks of the day, or your first landed moves, or anything you think might be interesting, to send it at Windsurfing.TV, and I will put it in the bank, and when they can be used, I'll pull them out and you will be starring and Send It Sunday. We've also got to thank the sponsors, themailingroom.com. Yes, are still supporting Send It Sunday. So there we go. What have we got? We're going to go old school. I've been looking at the Facebook group, the old school Facebook group. You know if you're on there, but you've got to put this picture on. This is Robbie Nash in the early days. Yeah, that was before most of you were born, surely. Just look at that. That is what those guys had to deal with. And you see a few of the young guys like, moaning because they've got to use an older board or something. Jesus, no wonder Robbie Nash could ride a big tray. I think Nick Baker said he could ride anything. When you start on that, it's going to be easy, isn't it? It's going to be easy. I also noticed on the same forum on the Facebook page, I saw this picture of all these old school boards come up. Yeah, pretty freaking cool, man. They had some funky old graphics back then. Also, that cat from Fanatic. Check out that. That's like an old modern art piece. But you know the one that did get me on the old school Facebook group this week was Richard Jones. Now, just check this out. Yeah, that is a massive smile. Why is he smiling? Well, you know what? He got the old Sunset Race out and went for a spin. He said he hadn't been on it since the 80s or when he had it last. And he said it felt as good as the day he last had a go on it. I just love that smile. He's just like, he looks so friggin' happy. Yes, Rich. Yes, mate. That's what it's all about. And talking of smiles, check out this smile. Yeah, this is Emily, 11 years old, from Zulu Natal in South Africa, but obviously on the East Coast. And she, look at the smile, man. You know she's loving it. Absolutely loving it. And then she goes for the involuntary helicopter tag. Nearly takes the legs out. She also had probably one of the best balancing acts I've seen in a while. Yeah, impressive stuff, impressive stuff. We're going to see more from the young'uns in the future. And talking of young'uns, this is Tease, 9 years old. His dad, Floris, taught him to windsurf in the lockdown or during this COVID year. So every cloud has a silver lining. And apparently he's loving it, absolutely loving it. But oh, he's getting the knees on the sail. I think you remember the video from a few weeks ago where the guy just falls backwards. He might have to teach him that, otherwise he's going through that sail. But good skills, 9 years old, fully hooked now. Love it, absolutely love it. And if you young guys out there need some motivation from other young guys ripping it up, check out these two. Yeah, this is Team Erzin. We've got Val and Lena. Lena is 15 and I think Val's 13, and they are tearing it up. They spent the summer over in Greece, and Balls Muller, yes, Muller, put this epic edit together. There's some massive sends in this. There's some beauties. They are just pushing their level so hard, and they have improved a lot. There's some big made moves. I think they've learned a lot this summer. It looks like they had an amazing time. So look out for those two in the future. They are pushing hard. I know their dad is really keen and taking them all the places, so they're getting definitely the platform to be right up there in the world rankings when they get of age. But obviously we've got all the junior world championships and stuff, so expect to see them up there. They're already there, I should say. They're already there. And talking of competitions, there's been a few this week. There's been the wind or the wave games over in France, in La Torche, and it went off. Big waves, gnarly conditions. They do lots of different disciplines, but we're going to concentrate on the windsurfing and the final. Who won it? Well, I'll tell you what, Thomas Traversa was there. Antoine Martin was there. I heard Jules Denel might have been there. Antoine Albo. So who won it? The young ripper that is Baptiste Clarec. Yes, he took down Thomas Traversa, I think in the semis, and in the final took down Antoine Martin, apparently pulling off goiters. I heard double loops mentioned. It was some pretty gnarly conditions. I don't have all the details, but I've seen a few pictures online. It looks solid, man. It looks solid. So well done to a first decent victory this year for Baptiste Clarec. He's always been a bit of a hell man, a bit of a wild man, but it sounds like he's tamed it or put it together for a solid few heats there, and there's some pretty big scalps, so that's super interesting. We're trying to follow him to see what happens next year. Maybe on the PWA he's going to burst through. We've also got to talk about the international games. The what? Yeah, the IQ Foil International Games. It was meant to be the World Championships in Lake Garda last week, but they changed the name due to COVID and a couple of countries couldn't make it. Still lots of big players there. The main names I would say we're all kind of there chomping at the bit to take the title. So what were the results? Well, in the end, it was Sebastian Kördel that took the win off Nico Goya in that super final race, and Jan Tak taking third place. Good result for him. In the women, it was Noy Drihan taking the win ahead of Helena Neusman and Droznowska from Poland in third place. Full video is on the IQ Foil Facebook page. You can check that out. But for here on Send It Sunday, we're going to go to Sam Sills for the lowdown of what happened to his sister going to the finals.
Sent it into a fish.
Jesus! Yes! So you want to see the video footage? Of course you do. Check out this. Yeah, this is on the way to the start line. She looks all comfortable and suddenly... Oh, and you're thinking, did she really hit a fish? Could a fish do that? Well, here's the evidence. Yeah. Oh, there you go. So that sorted dinner out for that night, but it's not going to feed many people the size of that fish. What they needed is one this big. Yeah, this is Aiden, a Turkish fella over in Singapore with a 10-kilo sea bass. Yes, foil fishing is a new sport. Now, before you start moaning, he brought it in. You know how many people that fed? 30 people they fed with that fish. Now that is impressive. They took it to the local restaurant. They turned it into a load of different dishes. Yeah, 3 different dishes. Impressive stuff. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ben, we don't all have foils to go fishing. Well, don't you worry, because there is a bloke called Jedi. Yes, Jedi. He's Irish and he's up in Denmark. And Benson and his mates were out there foiling. And he had the head cam on and he spotted this guy just dropping the water. He says, "What are you doing?" And he pulls out a fishing rod and proceeds to go fishing. So there you go. Who needs a fishing boat? Who needs a foil? Just take your rod out there. I'm not sure he actually caught anything, but the thought was there. Jedi. What a name, man. What a name. And talking of Jedis, I think we'll go into the last clip because this clip is a full Jedi move. Now, this is down in the south of France. See if you can spot the rig change. Bosh, now that is a Jedi move if ever I've seen it. That is slick. Check it again. Yes, sweet. Can we do that with other moves? I'd love it. I'd love it. See what you can do. And there you go. That is it for Send It Sunday this week. We're going to announce the competition winner at the end, plus some other stuff. There's one thing, well, there's only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it. Bosh! You know what happened last week? We had a first. 1,300 likes on a Send It Sunday. Hallelujah! 24,000 people watched it. We've got about 900 members. The least that 23,000 of you can do is hit the like button. It does make a difference. The algorithms. It's all about the algorithms. But anyway, you know who you are. All you have to do is press it, subscribe to the channel, and obviously you can be like these legends somewhere here who have chipped in some beer money to support the channel, to keep the voice flowing, to keep all the boys in work here at Windsurfing.TV. This channel just wouldn't happen without the beer money legends. Okay, so who won the hoodie? Who won the hoodie? Who won the hoodie? Yes. So someone's going to win this beautiful Surla towel hoodie this week in Spot the Bale. You remember the picture? Yeah, it was this one. This is Yentl Cares. And these are all the options. So you had 1 to 7. We had a lot of entries. We had a lot of people get it right. Maybe you did your homework and found the picture. Yeah, sneaky, but fair enough. It's all in the rules. So, without further ado, what number was it? It was number 4. Yes, number 4. I think there was like 20 or 30 correct answers. We put it in the random comment generator. And when we pressed the button, the first name out the hat who was a member was this bloke. Tobias Rudolph, yes, he's been playing for a few weeks, so you picked a good week, mate. You win yourself a hoodie. You can always choose a Windsurfing TV hat, but apparently these are in more demand than the hats. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Whatever. You've won yourself whatever you want, a hat or a hoodie. Maybe I'll chip in both. Who knows? You might be your lucky day. So there we go. Thanks, like I said, to everyone for supporting the channel. We've got more stuff coming. We've had some action here in Portugal. I should say we had a storm last week. I mean, it was, look at this. This is on the beach up in Carapapatera or somewhere like that. Had some sick waves as well. But don't worry, we're going to be catching you all up on that at some point soon. So thanks to everyone for supporting. Thanks for everyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. Check the videos up there. And we'll see you on Wednesday for the podcast. And we got a special one for you.